Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jimmy Jr.
Just Jimmy.
So today we're going to be bringing you a video. So Jimmy went to the store the other day in the F250 and had a little problem. You want to tell him about it?
Yeah, this truck ain't that old, you know, to have the issue we had. I started up in the morning, went to the store. I came out of the store, it only did one crank and wouldn't start. So I'm immediately thinking, what the heck could it be? I'm like, this truck isn't that old. And then luckily we had our NOCO boost in here, pushing that, the link in the description for that. But we hooked that up to this and it cranked over. So that at least got us home so we could figure out what the actual problem was. And it turned out to be one of our batteries had a,
No, you had a charge, but it wouldn't actually cold crank.
Yeah,
like it lost all the juice when it cold cranks.
Yeah, the load, it wanted to take a load. So we tested the voltage, it was 12.36 or something, more than enough to crank it. But yeah, once you did crank it, it died out.
Yeah, it was done. So what we decided to invest in is the TOPDON battery tester BT300P. I will show you guys right here. This thing's really cool because it'll tell you kind of the state of health of your battery. You can test the cranking, amps and everything all on there. So you can do a crank test, you can do a charging test, which lets you know how well the battery can take a charge.
It literally says good, it'll tell you the state of charge, it gives you the ohms and everything, so it does all that.
And the coolest little thing that I've been liking about this is it actually prints you a little piece of paper with the results. So you could, it's almost like when you go to a store and they print your receipt, just print you a little piece of paper, it tells you the status so you can hold on to it. It might help you out if you have several vehicles, or if you have a truck like this, you got 2 batteries, print out each paper, put them in like a different side of the truck so you knew what the
in the glove box, label them. Yeah. You don't have to go with this one with the printer. They do have smaller versions.
But what print? It's cool.
It's cool. I mean, but if you're on a tighter budget, you can get one for like 35 bucks. That would do just the basic testing. But this one has the color screen, and you know, it's the step up. We have multiple things we have, like vehicles, boats, campers.
Yeah. So
we need to.
And this does a wide different range of battery types too. So it's not just car batteries, again, with boats and all the other stuff. So it covers the different types. So in this video, we're just going to do a few tests on a few different vehicles, show you guys all of the tests that this device actually does.
And this will also do the, I was just reading that, the regular flooded, which is most of these are, the AMG flat plate and AMG spirals, gel, and EFB batteries. So you got a few there you can do.
Yeah.
Tells you all the stuff, battery test, cranking test, charging test.
Show them quick. I mean, you can pause if you want to take a quick look. If not, we're going to be doing a few tests. So we'll start test on the F250. We'll test each battery and show you guys some of the results.
Then we'll test maybe your truck and see what that reads.
I got the F150 here so we can check it.
All right, well, with that being said, let's get started on the test.
All right. Hey guys, a little bit of rain out here, but you know, we can keep the test going. So what we're going to do, we pulled this right out of the case. This is kind of what the device looks like, and then usually what you're used to with your standard battery terminals, your positive and negative.
It seems to have pretty good clamps and
yeah, their strength is good. I'm liking it. So this is the new battery that we put in here after the other one didn't work for him. So we're just going to connect these on here. I'm just going to do it kind of at an angle. That'll be good. And then I'll connect this one at an angle. There we go. And if we're connected good, the device turns on. All right, so here we are. I don't know if you guys will get a glare, but it gives us a few settings.
It's a slight glare. Let's try to get a tilt there.
So we have battery test, cranking test, charging test, review data, language. So we're just going to do a battery test, at least for this first one, to take a look. So we hit enter. This is a regular flooded battery, so we're just going to press enter again. CCA, that's cold cranking amps.
If you're in other countries, you might have some other cold cranking amps. Just pick the one that fits your battery.
You just read your battery. It'll tell you the numbers that you have. So on this battery, we have, what was it, 850? 800.
This one's 850 cold cranking amps.
850 cold cranks. So when we're back on the device here, it's showing us 750 right now. We're just going to adjust. You can use your up and down arrow to adjust it. So I'm just going to hold it till we get to 850. Whoa, it jumped up real quick. Boom, 850. Now I'm just going to hit enter. It's going to test it. Healthy, gives us all the settings here, and then we can print it with the enter button.
Of course, this one will be healthy because it is a brand new battery.
Oh, first run and we got a little stuck.
Paper jam.
Yeah, so we'll just lift this up quick.
Still printed.
Yeah, still did what it's supposed to. So we're just gonna let this print one more time. We did do a little test before this when we pulled it out just to make sure everything was running smoothly. So depending on how you tear that paper, if it's not completely clear at the end here, it might get jammed up, but you'll still get your printout. You just have to lift it up and do it. So I'm just going to press print one more time. So we have a fresh one. And I'm going to try to tear this a little bit better than we did on that last one. So you'll see here this paper kind of jammed up in the corner. So this might stop us from printing out the next one easy if we might run into this problem again. So again, that's just something you might have to handle.
If you think it does it to you enough, you can just pop this and pull a little paper to lead it.
Yeah, a little bit of extra instead of just tearing right there.
But this battery,
yeah,
it even shows the internal resistance on this.
We can
one.
show them the paper. It'll be easier for them to read.
Yeah.
So, oh, here you go. We have the charge 100 voltage 12.73 healthy. It says it's 100%, so that's good. Measured was 1325 amps, which is pretty good because that's above what this battery even says it is, right?
Yeah, so that's good.
Select, it just tells us our select input was cold cranking amps, rated 850, type normal battery. We also get the internal resistance.
Yeah, which is
2.26
good to know. A lot of them
ohms.
don't tell you that. I think Walmart batteries were made by Johnson Controls last I knew, which is good. They make a lot of good batteries, so it's good for the money.
Yeah, so so that's our test printed out. I mean, that's pretty much as simple as it gets if you're just doing a battery test on any battery you got.
Right, this thing also does other tests. We'll show you that here in a second, but this is just a basic battery test. We'll also show you one on a battery that's not good.
Well, you still have the old battery, right?
Yeah, I saved it so we can show them what
so
a bad battery
when you
looks like.
have all this here, you can just hit exit. It'll take you right back to the beginning in case you wanted to run another test while you were still connected. That's up to you. One thing I wanted to say too is if you do go to review data, you'll see your last test results. All right, so if you were like bouncing, I'm pretty sure it's got storage internal.
It must have a little.
Yeah.
There's no power switch either. Only power's on when you hook it to your battery.
Yeah, so when you're completely all done, just take off one terminal at a time. Screen goes black.
And it won't print unless it's at what, 9?
Yeah, if it's anything lower than 9.5 volts, then it won't print at all. So that's kind of an indication that your battery's pretty shot. But it will read what the amount is, just so if you guys are sitting here going, oh, it's at 9 volts, it's not printing, you know. I read through the instruction manual just to get that little bit of information, so I can share that with you guys.
All right, so let's pull that bad battery out and do a test on that, see what that
Let's do it.
reads. All right, guys, here's the old battery that was bad that we took out of the Superduty. It's funny because when you look at like the light in there, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's green.
That's supposed to
usually means
good.
But on this one, it couldn't take a load. Oh. So we're gonna put the tester on this one and see what it does.
Positive on positive, negative on negative, just so you guys know. What are the cold cranking amps? What's this one rated?
This one is 750, I believe.
Yeah, cold crank 750. Good.
Yep.
So I'm just going to do the test that we were doing before, battery test.
We'll come around so we're straight here.
This is normal cold cranking amps. I'm going to lower it to 750. I'll just hold the button a little bit. Okay, or not. Okay, we're at 750. I'm going to just pull some of that paper out because I think it's going to get stuck a little bit. So I'll just give it a little extra, just so we don't run into that problem here. And then it's going to test. Healthy 0, charge 0. We're at 9.29. So this will actually test. We shouldn't be able to print.
Nope.
Yep, it stopped. It ticked like it wanted to print, but immediately stopped. So we were definitely right with the less than 9.5.
Yeah, this is no good.
Yeah, so as you guys see here, this is 0. This battery's just shot.
It says charge retest, but we already know this one's bad, so charging it and retesting it won't.
Yeah.
It might give you a better voltage reading.
Yeah, it might tell you the charge, but I'm curious to see if it actually percentage of healthy would read 0 if we charge it to full.
It's 0, and this was fully charged according to it when I took it out.
All right, well then there you guys have it. So this was actually the problem in his truck when he couldn't start. So it was holding the charge, didn't have enough juice, it wasn't healthy, and it stopped you right there.
Right, so what do you say we run over your battery and see if we can get one that reads maybe other than 100%?
I don't know, we'll see. We'll check my truck.
Yours is the same year as my truck, and it's the original battery still, so let's go over there and give that one a try.
Hey guys, so we're at my 150. We're just going to test this battery, and then we're going to do the other 2 tests on there so you can kind of get an idea. So we'll just start with the standard battery level test. Will this fit fully across?
Same way as the Superduty, really, the connections.
I don't know if that's good enough though. There we go.
Right there, yeah.
And then I'll untangle this a little bit. There we go. Okay.
Still got that glare.
Yeah, well, you guys will read the paper so you'll be able to see it, but it's the same thing. Battery test, regular flooded for this. Cold cranking amps. This battery says it is 610. If you just read your battery, you'll see it right on there. Cold cranking amps, 610. So I'm just gonna lower this down. It's crazy the cold cranking amp difference we have between your truck and mine.
Well, diesel and gas, that makes a big difference. 610,
testing. See, charge 86%, I'm at 12.52 volts. I'll let this print so we can go through it real quick. Okay, set this here. So the charge, 86% right now. This is the standard battery in this truck. This is a 2017, so this battery is a few years old, to give you guys some reference here. Voltage 12.52, 100% healthy, measured 815 amp. Select cold cranking, 610, and then our internal resistance was
a little higher,
3.68. So it's not bad, but this kind of gives you guys a better reading that isn't always 100%. So.
And then we got another one over here. It's even older battery. It came out of something way old.
In the Edge, yeah, but the battery's from something even older.
Yeah, it's a Motorcraft battery, but it's old.
Yeah, so we'll give that a test after we do these tests.
Other
just
two
to
tests.
throw that in there.
We'll do the charge test and a load test on this?
Well, the cold crank and then the charge.
Well, that's a load test.
I get, yeah.
Yeah, and then the charge.
So we can kind of just leave this all plugged in. I'm just going to go exit. Again, I'll pull the paper out just because I see that little lip that's catching. When you get this device too, it also comes with 2 rolls of paper, so don't think you have to.
It comes with 3 altogether.
Yeah, but I'm saying like one's already in it, so you do have 3 rolls total. So don't think you have to pay for that separately. It's included, and this will test you a lot. As you saw, the slip's only like that big, so you're going to be able to do quite a bit. We're going to do the cranking test. So it's first time. Give her a whirl, see how she goes.
We have it on the positive and the negative, and then we're just going to go down to crank test. Press enter. Now he's going to go start the engine. We'll see what this does. We're started. We'll give it a second. See if it's supposed to do something. Oh, it detected an engine.
At least I got an engine.
It's testing.
Okay, so it showed something quick there and then disappeared.
Just press that print button, see if it does something.
All right, so apparently it's working, but our screen's going blank. I don't know if we have a faulty device or what's going on, but at least we're able to print.
Yeah, we're able to print it. So if you have this problem where you get it and it goes blank, it will still print apparently, but we're gonna have to contact them.
Yeah, just to make sure it wasn't a faulty device or something.
Because it did briefly pop up, I seen it.
Yeah, we can tinker a few times off camera connecting it to different parts, but
we'll contact them. Then or just get another one and try that unit also.
All right, well, since we're already running, we can do the, what is it?
That was the charging test, I think, right?
Charging test. We can go on down to that. Just enter. Ripple test. We're going to just press enter again. Give it a second. There we go. Testing. It should tell us to what? Crank it up to 25.
Yep.
Increase it to 25, 20, yeah, 5 seconds, press enter to continue. So I'm gonna get in the truck. I'll have you give me a thumbs up to hit enter, and then I'll get it up to 2,500, see what we get.
We're gonna let him get it up to 2,500, then we'll press enter. All right. There we go. Oh, we had the issue on that one too.
Does it print?
Prints. No, it went blank screen. So let's print that, see if that works this same way. It's working.
Yeah, so we're having a little problem with this device here. At least the screen's showing us the right stuff, but it is printing what we need, so.
Yeah, it's showing the no load and loaded stuff on there. Just I don't know if it's this particular unit or what.
I think it might just be the unit, because you saw it pop up on the screen for a second and then it just blanked, and we're still able to print, so clearly it knows.
Right, it knows. It's just.
Can we go to, I want to exit
data?
Yeah, I want to see if it actually will show us what it was.
We can check that.
No, that's just for the battery test, so it will show us the most recent test. All right. Yeah, so I guess we had a problem there, but I mean, as you said, we'll contact them, but at least you can get your data here and it actually does print.
Yeah, it does actually work. If you guys follow our any of our social or anything, we'll update. We're going to contact them, get another unit or something, ask them, and we'll update how this went. I mean, it could just be, I don't know.
It could be a fluke. I don't know.
Could be us. Maybe our connections aren't tight. I don't know. It just, they seem pretty tight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But overall, it's a pretty decent unit. I mean, the screen's clear. It's got good color. The
Buttons,
print thing is kind of cool.
The print's cool. One thing I would say, like possible recommendation for a product in the future, I know Jimmy was saying, a little feed button so you can pull that paper up. Because as I said, when we tear it off there, I mean, this one looks like it'll work, but if the paper didn't work good, we might have had a problem.
See if it does it.
Yeah, see, we were good on that one, but any little inconsistency in the rip can completely stop it and it'll jam up. So possibly a feed button would just be a cool little design.
Yeah, I want to hurt. Right?
Yeah.
Want to shut this off?
Yeah, set it off.
But overall, it's pretty nice. Most of you might not need the print or anything like that, just the normal tester, because there are the manual testers, you know, that's not digital. But overall, it's decent.
I like the battery test part that actually tells you like your health, the charge. I think this is really good information, especially if you have an older battery and it's telling you that it's not healthy, your battery might be on its way out. So if you're coming into winter time.
Or one you leave sit for like a boat or something if it's seasonal.
I think that would be most of the reason I'd be using this. I mean, the cranking and the charge is good, but like if you're driving your vehicle and it's not charging, you're going to get a battery symbol anyway. It's just going to tell you it's not charging. So I could, you know, process of elimination that. Yeah, so I think the battery test probably the best one here. So
right,
it
that's
does
probably the one you'll use the most.
And this one
anyway.
has, keep in mind the battery test too. We've done it on the truck batteries. This one we've done it on another car too, and the screen's it's worked good. So it's just that cranking and the charging
and cranking.
Yeah, that's having a problem. So I think it's just a little faulty device, but we got what we need. So
yeah, we're gonna contact them, ask them. We'll also do a little more research, maybe send this one back, try another unit.
Yeah,
we'll keep you guys updated on it. Maybe we'll do an update video on it.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Just
a quick one,
works.
just to show you we did get another one, if it works or not, or what the issue is.
Get an idea of their customer service too.
Yeah, that'll help. So
all right, well I think that pretty much concludes this video.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions on this, for what we know, we could try to answer them or find the answers for you.
Yep.
And if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up and
yeah, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate the support. Any questions, drop them below. We get to all of them. If you have any comments, I mean, the comments help the algorithm. If you want to share something, tell us we did a good job, tell us we need to improve on something. We like the criticism, you know.
Yeah, so please hit all that stuff down below. Check out our socials.
Yeah, we're working more on the social. We've been having some YouTube meetings, we call them, just to amp up our content and quality, you know, some better editing, keep more social engagement for you guys. So until next time,
try something new.
do a little bit of everything.